everyone. So let's do a full moon reading. Make sure, please, that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you click the like button, the thumbs up button. Also, please make sure that you comment as well. I enjoyed this video. Looking forward to my ritual, however you choose to. It would be awesome if you could just let me know that you watched it. It's really helpful in developing my channel. Also, if you want to catch my lives, I'm coming on here currently, but I am going to start doing much more lives on that channel, okay? So, we're working with crystal cards here, and if you're looking for, say hello if you're watching, please. The deck, it's called Oracle Cards Gems Bianca Luna. What a cool name. I wonder if that's her real name. And I hope that you're having an awesome day. So our full moon is actually going to be coming up on the weekend. So today's Tuesday, so we want to see what we can start focusing on. Hi, Janelle. I want to see what we can start focusing on that will be helpful for us. So first thing we know about Aquarius energy is they're very strong. They're strong-minded, they're strong-willed. They learn how to get over things quite easily without kind of dwelling. And I must say that this absolutely relates to me as well, as I just lost my best pet I've ever had that everybody loved. And it's been really difficult, so I'm really actually looking forward to doing my full moon ritual. And I must say, it was really difficult, but now I'm just getting kind of, hi Joanne, just kind of getting to that point where I'm realizing, okay, you have to let it out and overcome. So that's what Aquarius energy, and let me know if this relates to you. Is there anything you're overcoming? Give me a heart. That sort of thing. Share, what are you overcoming? What are some things that you've really been noticing or feeling a lot stronger about? Because this is very much a strength energy. So let's see what our cards have to say. Black tourmaline, and for people that don't know, full moon rituals are really important, okay? So we're looking kind of at the 24th and 25th, and black tourmaline is telling us to be careful. Right away, when we're going through anything kind of emotional, we want to be really careful with who we're around. I know for me, I'm going on a nice trip this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to being outside and staring at that moon, staring at the stars, really connecting with the birds, going on a boat, having a campfire, eating good food, that sort of thing, being with good company. And that is I'm an Aquarius, and I've been feeling this a lot lately. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. You will probably be feeling it, your changes in your life, if you are an Aquarius, are probably going to be more intense, okay? And it doesn't mean that this is going to be more of an emotional moon as much as the changes that are kind of coming in for you are bigger, okay? And it depends on how we deal with that change, and that's what black tourmaline is great to have. So I'm actually wearing black onyx. So black tourmaline is stronger than onyx, but they're very close to each other. And I always think about, okay, put my crystals on because I know I'm around so and so, and I know that they have a lot of depression, that sort of thing. So instead of judging, these are just things that we start to do, and they become our habits. So what's going to happen is this weekend, you're going to start to realize, okay, I think I have some habits. Ooh, and we all do, but really start focusing more on what are those habits, because we want to move forward in healthy ways, right? But as I was saying, it's really hard to change sometimes. So just be mindful of that. When you do your full moon ritual, be careful with how much stuff you're writing down in that ritual. I just would say go extra gentle. That's what the black tourmaline is telling us. Go easier on yourself. So I would love to also hear if you're hard on yourself. Is it easy for you to be easy on yourself, or do you tend to put a lot on your plate? And also feel free to share. Are you aware of other people's energies? Because I think that that's what this full moon is teaching us, to stop worrying and start taking better care. So when we're talking about habits and taking care of ourselves, it feels very nurturing, okay? So we have bullseye, and again, worry energy is just coming up, okay? bullseye to me is, it's kind of like, again, another dark stone, but it's kind of, yep, Joanne says, okay, awesome. And again, feel free to go into detail. That's why I'm coming on, so we can comment and doing lives for these videos. I'll post it on YouTube, but just so people know, I'm doing this on a Facebook Live, and again, I do Instagram Lives as well. So there's a touch of red in there, so that's telling me to kind of like bring more peace into your energy this weekend as well around this moon. So invite like maybe calming herbs. I was really feeling called into my sage right before I came in here. So invite peaceful energy into your space. So it's your job to kind of like bring the smudge spray, bring the sage, bring in gentle energy, okay? I'm very hard on myself, and I feel people's energy a lot more in depth lately. Okay, yes. And so there's no coincidence that you're coming on here at a perfect time. So it feels like with this more red card, it's telling you that kind of what we were saying, to shift the mindset towards maybe what it is that you want. So around this full moon, instead of focusing on oh, I have to release this, I have to release that, like the pressure feeling, just really focus in on what it is that how you would like to feel. What would you like to attract? Because full moons, they don't have to be like heavy shadow work. It can easily be a time of really manifesting. Hi, Emily. I hope that you're having an awesome day. So even if you have like insecurities, things like that, and we all do, we all have like things that we criticize ourselves about. So again, with Aquarius energy being like the teacher, just maybe you could like comfort yourself a tiny bit more and be like, you know what, around this moon, with these lessons that are coming in, I'd really like to just start adjusting, like, to being a better quality human. Okay, so pay close attention to also, again, what you would like to attract. Shredded my old papers last night and am making fire. Friday to burn the old and bring on the now. I love that. So the key thing whenever we do any type of full moon work, not this second, but the second we like write down the things that we're no longer happy with, that we're just kind of like moving away from. Typically, we will just like right away burn that energy, and not in oh my god, get this away from me. Again, it's very gentle. So I would say, thundering here. Interesting, Joanne. It's actually quite nice where I am, and we don't live that far away from each other. So yeah, just be gentle when you do your practices, right? So we don't want to be like, ooh, get this icky energy away from me. It's just like that smudging is going to be really important, or just like those herbs and things. Put your crystals out as well, and just again, just invite positive energy and create a sacred space of some sort. And that might be part of your full moon energy that you're attracting, is just more like peaceful environments. And for some people, it does feel like relationships. Okay, Garnet. So thank you for sharing all that, guys. And again, do you relate to like being sensitive to negative environments? Do you find like, even if you have clutter in your space or you don't smudge your space, do you feel that energy? Are you sensitive enough that you can feel the energy of spaces? Because I'm very much that way. That's probably why I'm outside right now doing this video, right? Also, I'm just very hypersensitive to like even like the earth element of like that tree over there, that bird. Like I feel into everything. So that's, we need to think the bad energy and move on. Yes. I recently deleted all the pictures of me and my ex. Also got rid of stuff, feeling a lot better and ready for good positive energy to come my way. Thank you. I love that. Yes. So that's telling me that you're starting to prevent yourself from feeling all the heaviness of the full moon. Okay. So same thing for me. I've been getting kind of like wanting to be really tidy, and that's not necessarily my personality, but I'm just like, I need to like get these things kind of out of the way so I feel like I can breathe. Okay. So garnet, and thank you for sharing, is another dark black stone. So often, this is my don't mind my dirty fingernails here. Often around full moons, dark stones are really important, okay? And typically I find high Paulette around new moons. I work more with things like selenite. I work with clear quartz, maybe rose quartz, but more like transparent energy because I'm looking to really, I'm looking to purify and attract. Whereas the full moon is just like, okay, it might be a time to just like cool down. Let's like calm this energy down and be very, very extra alert without being, as I was saying, too hypersensitive. So how can I at least minimize the work, as Janelle was just discussing as well. So also feel free to share, Pauletta, if you want to. Do you work with crystals around full moons? Do you cleanse your stones? Do you work with the darker stones? Does it matter to you? Do you feel the full moon energy? And again, anyone else that wants to share, do you have specific crystals that you work with around the full moon? I also just did a video on my YouTube channel about my retreat that I have coming up in September. I'm taking 13 people. I'm just creating the event now, and I have 10 spots up. So if you want to sign up, let me know. Rock crystal. Okay. Very interesting. So right away I go into the number that's on the card, which is 15. And so it's interesting now. I was just saying that, and in comes a clear one. This is saying, as we were just talking about, we don't just want to release stuff, we want to attract things into our life with this particular moon. Because it's an air sign, and air signs are all about thinking. We don't want to think our way into death. We want to think our way into success and work with that strength component by raising our vibration. So if you do decide to work with some lighter crystals, I work with crystals every day. Full moon, I use shungite. Awesome. Yeah, so like that kind of reminds me of garnet a bit. So, but also we want to cleanse our stones as well around the full moon. Typically we might put them outside or in a window under that moon, however we choose to. And often we might do that with our herbs. Typically they're outside, but if you have some inside, anything you can kind of cleanse. So it makes sense that this card's popping up because it's telling us to almost like take a salt bath, go into the ocean, that sort of thing. So purify yourself, absolutely, in order to just rinse yourself of things that have happened. So you might do like a full moon ocean bathing cleanse. That's what I'm kind of getting, and I know I feel called to that myself. I would actually love to do that in the evening. So directly underneath the moon. So these are things that, again, you can manifest if we know these things in advance. So let me know, do you take like full moon self-care baths and stuff like that? Do you actually acknowledge the moon and take time for yourself to do more of that care? Do you honor that energy? Or maybe you feel like you're so overwhelmed you don't. I'm curious to know. It's something I started to do recently, more when I started creating Robin's Healing Herbs. And if you don't know what that is, it's a new product line that I've created. I'm going to be switching over to, I believe, Be Pure. But for now, I'm Robin's Healing Herbs. And I started to really focus in on crystals, herbs, and taking baths and healing through the bath, and especially during times where I'm feeling that kind of like toxic energy and needing to purify. Yes, definitely. Joanne says I try. Yeah, it is difficult, but it might be something that you really just want to honor day before, day after, and during. I definitely feel like there's relationship stuff coming up here. So chrysoprase 20, so another more not pure stone, but more of like a calming stone here. And it's actually really beautiful as we're kind of talking about the ocean element. We're getting turquoise in here. So a lot of people right now are experiencing issues in their throat and their heart because we're going through some like astrological things. Emily says yes. Okay. So this is telling me to do more breath work. If you do yoga, I'm also a yoga teacher. I'm just doing my 500 hours now. And like these are messages for me as well. I do think we start to neglect ourselves sometimes the closer we get to the full moon because the energy is feeling heavier. And we know what we need to do is we were just talking about that pressure. Okay, I love this one too. Yes, I do as well. So this is telling me to just like calm that nervous system by maybe even putting your feet into the earth. Lately, I've been waking up in the mornings, and again, these are about habits. So maybe around your full moon, you're releasing like maybe not doing full moon like self care. Maybe you're releasing like your exercise patterns, maybe foods in there as well. But it's like or you're releasing pressure as well. So just feel free to share. So I think it's really good to establish even right now if anything's coming up for you in terms of what you would like to start releasing. Because if you're very sensitive, you're going to start to notice it already, okay? But yeah, it might be like relationship related. I bought this for my cousin's hubby to put in healing bag. He's battling prostate cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's horrible, Joanne. But it's very kind and thoughtful that you're, thinking of others and trying to provide benefits for them, whether they're aware or not. And that's kind of what I do as well. It's just kind of like the more we can just have things in people's presence, it kind of just, it's like they instantly start to feel better, which is fabulous. So then we have Smoky Quartz, 18. So for me, I already know that I'm going to be releasing, as I said, I just lost an animal, but it feels like deeper than the loss of my animal. If I relate it to, I always relate my release to the element of Aquarius because that's like our theme, right? So if I think about strength, I think I would release times in my life where I dwelled. That's really been coming up for me. I realized like I was the type where I would get really upset if somebody said something, like I would take things personal. I guess that's a better way to say it. So any type of like releasing, it feels like drama and like hearing about other people's opinions of me, stuff like that. So it does feel like it's going to be interesting to see how things begin to shift. So I'd love to hear if there's anything you're kind of picking up for yourself. And just even take a breath now. So Smoky Quartz, beautiful crystal. I'd say this is my favorite out of all of these that we're pulling up. And Smoky Quartz is quite powerful. It is that beautiful blend of the black and the white together. And anything smoky, I feel like, has like a little bit of like extra shifting energy. So this is telling us that we are growing tremendously around this full moon as a group. As I said, throat and heart. And I just get this element of swimming. So I feel like if you can balance your emotions through swimming, it'll be really helpful for you because we have to actually shift our physical bodies energetically as well. So if around the full moon, I feel like it's just like this full moon's, I guess, teaching us that it's time to move our bodies a bit more. It's time to move energy a bit more, okay? So maybe you're letting go of times in your life where things were stagnant, where things were difficult. Maybe you've experienced an argument with someone, or perhaps you've experienced a divorce that you haven't fully released. Could be a loss of a loved one, but it feels like for some people, don't be afraid to pick things around this moon that are a little bit heavier because I feel like the rewards are going to be quite powerful. Okay, so I'm really curious to know about what our new moon is going to bring in, and I'd love to hear your comments as well. Later on after you've done your rituals, or how you're being affected by this moon. Okay, so I did create a group, and it's called Reiki Group. So if you are interested in Reiki, you like Reiki, you might want to learn about it, or you've already have training in it, you can absolutely not sign up, but like join the group. And it's going to be a place where I'd like to offer healing as well, get other people to like kind of just like put spiritual healing like tools on there for other people so we can start supporting each other when there are things like this going on, and we can have more about like a group dialogue instead of just on these videos through comments, etc. And I do that in my programs that I teach. We always, for the most part, any of my bigger programs, we have Facebook groups, and I find that it's really cool because we're able to share something like, oh my god, I had this amazing dream, or whatever it is. So really, although I'm calling it Reiki group, there'll be more focus on Reiki because it's emotional and spiritual healing. But of course, if you have things coming up for you, share and people can comment on it, okay? So also I'll put that in this video as well, the link to get into the group. All right, take care and thanks again for watching, and I really appreciate everybody engaging in this conversation, and enjoy your full moon. Bye.